Update number 1 to Instagram's latest algorithm change is that you need to be making content that's the right length. I'm gonna warn you right now, if you're not making content that is the right length for Instagram Reels and on Instagram in general, well, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna see a massive decrease in reach and you're gonna see a massive decrease in views. And for a lot of you guys, you're already starting to see the effects of this. If you're making content right now that's about 30 to 40 seconds long, or maybe even 60 seconds long, you're going to want to try making shorter content. I would start making videos that are 5 to 11 seconds long, even videos that are 18 to 21 seconds long. You're going to want to mix this into your Reel strategy because Instagram Reels is starting to push out way more content that is very short, especially videos that get played on loop. So please, if you know how to make a Reel that is a loop, I strongly suggest you do that. It's going to drastically increase the amount of views that you're getting on your videos, and ultimately, this is going to help you get more followers. In the last week, I helped this creator go from 300 followers to over 3,700 followers, and one of the number one things that he did was simply just change the length of the Reels that he was creating. This is a great example of a small creator taking advantage of the current Instagram algorithm to 10x their following in like less than a week, and you could do the same exact thing if you implement everything else that I'm going to share with you later on in this video. Update number 2 is you need to change the sounds that you're currently using on Instagram, specifically on Instagram Reels. But before I dive into that, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you want to grow quick on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok, you need to make sure that you do not miss another video that I upload on YouTube. I literally drop a YouTube video every single day about how to grow on these platforms. In addition to that, I created a free Instagram growth course so you can get it, the link in the pinned comment below. I strongly suggest you check it out. Now, when it comes to the sounds that you're using right now on Instagram Reels, you need to make sure of 2 things. One, that you're actually using a trending sound every single time that you upload an Instagram Reels. For a lot of you guys are missing this, and it is one of the easiest things that you can implement. If you're a small creator that's struggling to get views, or even if you're a big creator that's also struggling to get views, or you just want to start getting more views, please make sure that you're implementing trending sounds into your video. Secondly, you need to make sure that those trending sounds have at least 5,000 other videos made to them. If a sound doesn't have at least 5,000 videos made to it, I would not jump on those sounds. It is not going to take off. It's most likely not a trend, and ultimately, it's not going to help you grow on Instagram. But just adding a trending sound into your content and making sure that it has over 5,000 videos made to it isn't enough. You need to also make sure that you're implementing things that are trending within your niche or trending broadly on Instagram. How can you figure this out? If you look at the sound and go look at the videos that are made to it, if the same videos are made over and over and over again, well then guess what? That format is clearly a trend, so using that sound with that format is going to equal trending. Now you can insert your own niche, you can make it for different scenarios, but you need to make your post the same format as that. Otherwise, it might be a niche specific trend that's going on. For example, if you go into the sound and all you see is car videos, or all you see are fitness videos, or all you see are travel videos, and you make how to make money online videos, or crypto videos, or you're trying to get your music popular on Instagram, well then guess what? You probably shouldn't use those sounds because those things aren't trending within your specific niche, and it's not a broad trend on Instagram. So I would recommend that you go to the next sound and try to find a different one for you to hop on. Now, I do want to warn you, just using the right sound and optimizing to make sure that you're getting as much watch time as possible by making sure that your posts are the right length, they're not the only things that you need to do with this latest Instagram algorithm. Yes, those things are important, but you also need to make sure that you're posting at the right time, using the right hashtags, and doing one other thing that we're about to get into, which is optimizing your videos to get as much watch time as possible. The number one factor, by far, number one thing that Instagram's looking at right now when they're determining whether or not to push out your content in specific Reels is making sure that you're keeping people on the app, which means that you have a lot of watch time on your videos. Now, we already went over earlier on in this video that shorter length videos are working a lot better on Reels right now. You want to know why? They're working so much better because they keep people on the app for a shorter period of time. Instead of showing everybody 60-second videos where they might stay on for 10 seconds and then they get off the app, Instagram is actually showing people 11-second videos, 5-second videos, where they see that video, they're satisfied, and then they go and watch another video, either on the Reels feed, on the Explore feed, wherever it is, but those videos actually keep people on the app longer, which is exactly why the Instagram algorithm is updating, which again, for those of you that have been creating really long form content, that's why your posts aren't doing as good. Start making your posts shorter, start adding loops into it, and please make sure you have a hook in your content. You need a hook in one of 2 different ways. Either one, you need to have a hook in the video in the first 3 seconds of the video via the camera angle or the text that's on the screen, or you need to have that in the description. And I'll give you guys a prime example of this. I helped this small creator right here gain over 7,400 followers on Instagram, and the reason that he's been able to do this is because his videos contain both hooks that I just mentioned. One, he has text on the screen that acts as a hook. He's storytelling throughout the video on the screen without putting way too much text. He only puts the important details. And if you go and look at his descriptions, he writes absolutely immaculate descriptions. They're absolutely amazing, and that is why people are watching his videos. That's why he's getting a high amount of watch time. He's optimizing both the length of the video and he's optimizing the video by adding a hook hook both in the description and throughout the video in order to keep people watching, because you need to understand something. Whether people watch your whole entire video or they go and read your description, and there are two types of people on Instagram. There are people that will just read descriptions, and there are people that will just watch videos. So you need to cater to both of them and make sure that you're getting as many views as possible, because if somebody's sitting there watching your description, guess what's happening in the background? Especially if you have an 11-second video and you have a description that might take 20 or 30 seconds to read, guess what happened? That person just watched that video 3 times. Guess what that signals to Instagram? That signals to Instagram that your post is keeping people on the app for a long period of time, so boom, they start to push that post out, your post starts to go viral, and ultimately, this is how you get a lot more followers and a lot more viewers on Instagram. Now, I know that you can already assume this based on everything else that I said in this video, but I need to emphasize something. You should not be posting IGTV videos. You should not be posting regular videos on Instagram. The only Instagram product that has a ton of organic reach is Reels. If you want to be reaching new people, then you need to be posting Reels. You also need to be assuming that people watching your Reels, they've never seen your content before. I helped Joel M gain over 600,000 followers on Instagram, and you want to know why he's been so successful? He's been so successful because he always does magic tricks. And guess what? He always does magic tricks that is the same way. He'll do the same trick multiple times. He'll have the same hook multiple times. He'll have the same premise to his videos over and over and over again. You want to know why? Because he's not making the mistake that so many of you small creators make, which is saying, hey, every single video I need to do needs to be original. It needs to be a totally new idea. That is not the case. Once something works, if it's a call to action, if it's a hook, if it's a sound, if it's a post length, then you need to continue to do that over and over and over again. That's what Joel has gotten right. He doesn't get lost in this because he realizes if he's posting Reels, it's not going to be his followers that see every single post. It's going to be people that have never heard of him before. So if something works, he can then keep feeding the algorithm that same exact thing over and over and over again. And that's what a lot of you small creators need to start doing if you want to start growing quicker. And please, make sure you guys aren't just creating your own content. You need to be curating other people's content. This is one of the biggest mistakes that so many creators make. Instead of always thinking that you need to be coming up with the post, start curating other people's content. Repost other people's content. If you see somebody's reel that did good, and doing good is getting over 10,000 views, and it's so easy to find these, literally go into the hashtags that are working within your niche, go into them, go into the reel section, you'll find a ton of different videos. Repost somebody else's video that got over 10,000 views. You wanna know why you wanna do this? Because 1, now you don't have to create a new piece of content. 2, the odds of that post doing even better than the original post are very high. Also, all you have to do is use a reposter app and then tag that original creator in the video, and this is gonna allow you to get way more views, get way more followers, and you're gonna be helping out that creator that did that original post because it's gonna get even more exposure to their account since you're tagging them in the description. And another pro tip for you guys to be implementing, when you go under those hashtags and you're looking at other people's content, you should literally follow everybody that has created a video that's relevant to your niche that got over 10,000 views on Reels. You should be following them. You should be liking their content. You should be looking at the other posts that they did that did well. Why? Because this is where you're gonna get content inspiration from. This is where you're going to change your feed on Instagram, your Reels feed, your regular feed, your Explore feed, so you can actually see what kind of content that's in your niche is getting pushed on the Explore page. What kind of content that's in your niche is getting pushed on the Reels feed. And then you can curate this content, you can recreate this content, and ultimately you can use that content, study it, and make your content 100 times better because you're gonna say, hey, this is what's actually working for creators in this niche. Why don't I begin doing this? And boom, that's what's gonna make your content take off. If you actually look and study the biggest creators that grew in Instagram 1.0, it's because they did this with photos. They did this with videos. They were meme accounts that ended up blowing up. Even if you look at Gary Vee's account, I literally used to work for him. If you actually look at his account, basically just a meme account for business stuff, except he uses himself or he has his team do drawings or do different memes and things like that. At the end of the day, it's just a meme account. You can do the same exact thing. There's so many pages on Instagram that have blown up by taking advantage of this. There's so many businesses on Instagram that have blown up by taking advantage of this, and you need to do this too. Whether you're a business, whether you're a personal brand, even if you don't know what you actually are on Instagram, please start curating the best content that your audience or your desired audience is going to be interested in. And guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna reward you by giving you way more views, giving you way more followers, and pushing your content out. It's gonna start getting on the Explore page more, and it's gonna start going viral on Reels way more if you start doing this. And one other thing, before I tell you the best times to post on Instagram right now for this specific algorithm, I need to make sure that you're not making a couple mistakes. Please do not be using irrelevant hashtags. Please do not be uploading photos or stories unless you're promoting a product or you're doing something that your followers are gonna wanna see. So many people are making story posts or making photo posts and thinking that, hey, somebody that's not following me might see this. Somebody that's not following you is not going to see that. 99.99% of the time, your photos and your stories are not gonna get seen by people that do not follow you. So please make them under the context of, hey, this person follows me, so they have some context into what I'm doing, or maybe you're selling a product and you want to promote it, but you just need to make sure that you're not making that content under the context of thinking that it's going to get pushed out to somebody else. Now, all of that being said, I need you guys to make sure that you're posting at the right time on Instagram right now. You can post the right content, use the right hashtags, and the best hook in the world. Have it be the best post length. But if you're not posting at the right time, well then guess what? Your video is not going to be successful. You're not going to get more views, and ultimately you're going to fail with this latest Instagram algorithm. So please check out the video I'm going to put up on the screen next. It's going to tell you the best time to post for this specific Instagram algorithm, and I really think that you should check it out.